You think Scorpio is intense. You think they're mysterious, maybe a little intimidating. Yes, but manageable. You think their gaze hides secrets. Their calm demeanor is just quiet. You think they forgive easily, that their loyalty means they'll never leave. You think their silence is harmless. You are wrong. Because the truth about Scorpio is a truth most people only learn the hard way. Scorpio is one of the most loyal, passionate, and deeply caring signs in the zodiac, and also one of the most dangerous when crossed. Not in the loud, explosive, chaotic way you see in movies. Not in the storm in a room way. No, Scorpio is dangerous in the quiet, calculated way. In the strategic, surgical, utterly precise way. In the way that makes you question everything you thought you knew about them. Long after they've disappeared from your life. They don't strike out of anger. They strike out of clarity. They don't fight you emotionally. They outthink you. They outmaneuver you. They outlast you. They don't seek revenge. They enforce consequences. They don't destroy, they remove. And when Scorpio finally chooses themselves over you, you feel it like a void, a silence, a weight, and there's nothing you can do to bring them back. Reason 1. They see through you, even the parts you hide from yourself. Scorpio has a sixth sense when it comes to people. They notice what others miss. The way your eyes dart when you lie. The shift in your tone when you think no one is listening. The subtle hesitation that betrays your true intentions. The inconsistency in your energy before your words even catch up. They store it all. Not to manipulate. Not to punish. Not to hold over your head. They simply understand. They understand your motivations. They understand your fears. They understand the things you hide, even from yourself. And when you betray that understanding, they don't yell. They don't beg. They don't make a scene. They vanish. The trust you broke becomes a wall. A wall you didn't see forming until it was too late. The person you thought you knew disappears quietly, completely, irreversibly. And the most terrifying part? They make it look effortless. Reason 2. Their silence is a weapon. At first, Scorpio's silence seems peaceful, reflective, mysterious, yes, but harmless. But when boundaries are crossed, betrayal occurs, or respect is violated, that silence transforms. It becomes cold, impenetrable, a mirror reflecting everything you've done wrong. They don't scream. They don't argue. They don't chase. They withdraw. They detach. They become unreachable. The warmth disappears. The softness fades. Even the casual conversations lose life. By the time you realize their silence is permanent, you are already outside their world. And not temporarily, permanently. Reason 3. They forgive, but they never forget. Scorpio doesn't hold grudges because they are petty. They forgive because carrying resentment is a waste of energy, and they guard their energy like a fortress. But forget? Never. Every betrayal, every lie, every broken promise, every manipulative move, all of it is cataloged, stored, reflected upon, not to punish, not to seek revenge, not to hurt you, but to update their expectations of you. The person who once had their trust is never quite the same person again. You will feel the shift before they ever speak it. A tone changed, a glance avoided, a subtle distance you can't explain. Forgiveness returns peace, yes, but forgetting would return access, and Scorpio does not give access twice. Reason 4. They are endlessly patient, but their patience has limits. Scorpio has a remarkable patience. They endure. They observe. They wait. They will give people the benefit of the doubt. They will offer guidance, second chances, even third. But patience is not infinite. It is not naive. It is a carefully measured gift. Cross them one too many times. Manipulate their trust. Disrespect their boundaries. And their patience snaps, not like a shout or a fight, but like a steel trap closing silently. You won't see it coming. You won't understand it until the calm has turned into an unbreakable distance. Because Scorpio's patience is not weakness. It is the quiet strength before the storm. Reason 5. They give love fiercely, but they protect it ferociously. When Scorpio loves, they give everything. Their loyalty is absolute. Their devotion, unshakable. But love is not a tool for you to manipulate. It is not permission to disrespect them. Try to control them. Try to cage their emotions. Try to diminish their freedom. And you awaken a side of Scorpio few people survive. They will protect their heart with precision and power. Not drama. Not shouting. Not chaos. Just action. Measured. Final. Irrevocable. Reason 6. They observe quietly, but they strike like lightning. Scorpio notices everything. Every detail. Every shift in tone. Every glance that doesn't match words. They may seem silent, calm, even disengaged. But betrayal triggers something primal, yet calculated. They do not explode in anger. They do not lash out impulsively. They execute with precision. Connections are severed. Trust is withdrawn. Lives are redirected. And it happens so quietly, so efficiently, that it almost seems like you were never part of their life at all. Reason 7. They speak softly, but their words cut deep. Scorpio rarely needs to raise their voice. When they speak, every word lands with weight. They name truths you've avoided. They highlight contradictions you thought hidden. They illuminate wounds you've tried to bury. And they do it calmly, almost gently. That is why their words linger. Haunt you long after the conversation ends. Scorpio doesn't hurt with volume. They hurt with accuracy and understanding. Reason 8. They hate drama, but they control it effortlessly. Scorpio is calm in the eye of the storm. While others spiral, they observe. They calculate. They act. Drama cannot survive their intelligence. Manipulation cannot withstand their insight. They navigate chaos like a chess master. While others yell, Scorpio solves. While others panic, Scorpio strategizes. They are quietly dangerous. Not because they create storms, but because they command the weather. Reason 9. They protect logically and remove logically. Scorpio loves with awareness. They do not romanticize toxicity. They do not ignore repeated disrespect. Every interaction is evaluated. Every pattern is analyzed. Every consequence is measured. And when the line is crossed, they remove you. Not impulsively. Not emotionally. Not for show. Logically. Completely. Finally, once you are out of their life, there is no second chance. Reason 10. They plan a future, but can erase you overnight. Scorpio dreams in long arcs. Their vision is broad, their plans precise. If you are loved, you are included in their blueprint. You are a part of the story they are building. But betray that trust? One moment, one realization, one shift inside their mind, and you vanish, erased from their future as cleanly as you were once included. It is not cruelty. It is clarity, boundaries, and self-preservation. Reason 11. They pretend not to care, but when they act, it shocks. Scorpio often hides their feelings. They mask pain with calm. They mask intensity with silence. Do not be fooled. When the moment to act arrives, they do so with cold, calculated precision. Their strategy is silent. Their methodical execution is shocking. No spectacle, no closure, no apology, only absence, only stillness, only the weight of consequences. And you realize too late. The person you thought gentle, loyal, or manageable was always far more powerful than you imagined. Reason 12. No one enforces boundaries like a Scorpio. Scorpio's true strength lies in self-respect. They give, love, and trust, but they also protect themselves with unyielding force. Cross a Scorpio's boundary, and you feel it. Betray them, and you feel it. Disrespect them, and you feel it. And it is not dramatic. It is not loud. It is absolute, silent, and permanent. Because when Scorpio chooses themselves, they do it completely, decisively, powerfully. No one is more dangerous than someone who finally values themselves above all else. And no one embodies that power more than Scorpio. Conclusion/closing hook. Do not mistake their loyalty for weakness. Do not confuse their patience for naivety. Do not assume that silence equals forgiveness. Scorpio is deep. Scorpio is loyal. Scorpio is loving. But Scorpio is also dangerous when crossed. Not in ways you see coming. Not in ways you can predict. They are dangerous in the strategic, precise, quiet way. The way that makes you question what you knew about trust, loyalty, and respect. Cross a Scorpio, and you may survive the encounter. But you will never survive the impact of their absence, their intelligence, and their unforgettable presence in your memory. Because when Scorpio chooses themselves, they do it fully, and they do it forever.